protocols are small, very small, but as a line, devices is also better. But lot of devices are there. So device means not only only particular devices, but will the lot of devices are there. So we will discuss the main important devices are regular devices, networking devices. Okay, devices are like a hub is a device or a repeater which bridge, router, modem, other devices also there like a firewall, checkpoint servers, IPS, IDS, okay, firewalls, checkpoint, IPS, IDS, related things. Okay, these are mainly security related one. ASCA devices. Okay, it's like a firewall type only. ASCA devices. Okay, these are certain devices. The important devices hub, switch, router. Of course, basic things about a modem is also we should understand. Okay, what is this hub? Hub is a device basically used for a small LAN kind of stuff. LAN networks like a 4 computers, 5 computers are there. We use a hub. Okay, also used as a repeater. Okay, what is the repeater? So normally our copper cables support up to certain certain length only, right? 100 meters length. Okay, for example, I have a cable. I'm running the cable, so obviously I need a more distance to travel. So what I would do, the cable length is not supporting. Cable length is not supporting. So I'll put a hub and as a repeater and then continue it. So what is the advantage of using a hub here or as a repeater? What is the thing? It repeat the signal. Actually, it won't boost the signal. So repeater is not an amplifier. Repeater is not an amplifier. It is don't amplify the signal. It is just repeat the signal. It repeat the signal. So then we can transfer the data for little longer distances. Okay. Repeater is repeat the signal for little longer distance communication. It does not mean, sir, I will put each 50 meters or 80 meters or 100 meters. I put a one repeater and then I will communicate a entire world kind of stuff or from Hyderabad to Delhi, Delhi to Chennai, Chennai to Mumbai. So I will communicate. So it is impossible. It is very difficult and not just impossible. It's very, very difficult. So you have to traveling. That is not a good idea. Okay. So we use a fiber optic cable for very longer distance communication, but little longer means first floor to second floor to fifth floor, or maybe first floor to 10th floor. That is little longer distances, not just from one village to another village, one area to another village. That is not for that purpose. Okay. So repeater is that one. Hub is also used as a repeater. Next. It is non-intelligent device. Oh, I am not intelligent. Why I don't know. Intelligent hub. Okay. Non-intelligent device. And it is a layer 1 device. Guys, compulsory, everything what I said compulsory, you should read it, and as well as whatever I am trying to say, try to understand it. If you don't understand, ask me, I will repeat it again for you. And watch the video at least once. Keep your notes, watch the video. If you find anything point, update your notes in it. Okay, update in your notes in it. So that is very important. Okay, because due to this online, we can't able to give the date line by line notes. We can't able to give. We are sharing the word. We are sharing this information through Notepad or a WordPad or maybe a PPT like that. But still, you have to update some information from the classes. So compulsory learn. Anytime you're ready to give an answer from any corner. So that's my point. Okay. So keep study. At least spend half an hour every day. Okay. From today onwards. From today onwards. Okay. It's a layer 1 device. What is layer 1 device? In a OSA layers, there is a 7 layers are there. So it comes under layer 1 device. Layer 1 device means physical layer. Physical layer devices, no intelligent kind of stuff. It take the signal and repeat the signal and forward the signal. That's it. You don't do anything. It's a broadcast domain. A single broadcast domain. Single broadcast domain. What is a single broadcast domain kind of stuff? All are single and collision domain also. Collide, COLLI. Okay. Guys, I have a little bit freak of buildings. Collision domain. So single collision domain, single broadcast domain. So what it is, single collision domain and single broadcast domain. Look at here it is. This is the hub. Okay. And here is my devices. Listen very carefully. I will tell a story. Very small story only. And these devices are connected to my hub. Whose topology it is? Whose topology it is?
Star.
Star topology. Very good.
Star.
Star topology. A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the computers. Now, A want to send a packet to B. You want to send a packet to B. So A is communicating to B. Now, how the communication is going on? So look at here. A send a packet to hub. Hub send a packet to B and C and E and D and F. It means it broadcasts to everyone. It broadcasts to everyone. That's it is called a single broadcast domain. Single broadcast domain means it broadcasts up to complete this, what are the devices are connected to this hub, everybody will receive the packet. Okay, everybody received a packet. But here it is what happened. Whenever you are sending a packet to everyone, always it's like a to address from address kind of stuff will be there. Okay, to address is B, from address is A. Okay, so to address is B, right? So are you B? So is it B? No, right? So drop the packet and it verify, is my address? No, drop the packet. Is B? No, drop the packet. Is it B? Drop the packet. Is it B? Yes, accept the packet. The communication will occurs is like that. When you are sending a packet to every device, but at the receiving end, it verify what is the to address. And if true address matches, accept the packet. To address matches, accept the packet. So that is how communication happens. Again, I will take another color. So here it is. Now C want to communicate. C want to communicate it to D. C send a packet to hub. Hub send a packet to A and send up to B, to D, to F, to E, like this. Okay, so C try to send a packet to D, but it is send a packet to everyone, and everyone verify, are you C? Sorry, are you D? Destination is D, right? So if it is a D, D accept the packet and all others don't accept the packet. So they drop the packet automatically. Okay, but if you see this one, if this communication going on, E is try to send a packet to B, F is try to send a packet to D. Okay, C is try to send a packet to A. Means communication between the devices happens. What happened? Because of this broadcast, everybody is colliding here only. Every packet is forward to the hub. Every packet is forward to the hub. The data collisions is become more in the hub. Data collisions are more in the hub. So data is colliding. What is data is colliding? You're sending a data packets. Okay, in one line, and from another line, data packets also coming into the same line, and also data packets coming from another line. Okay, so what happened? Data collides each other. Data loss will be more. That's why hub network is suitable for a small LAN network, small networks only, not for a very big networks. It is a broadcast. It broadcasts to everyone. Because of the broadcast, collisions are more. Because of more collisions, more packet data loss. More packet data loss. It is operate in a off duplex mode. If anybody don't know what is duplex, off duplex or simplex kind of stuff, I will tell, no problem. What is simplex? One-way communication. So one-way communication means okay.
Only
It's
from
a
one
one-way
end.
communication means either send or receive. either send or a receive. One way communication, either send or a receive. Okay, either send or a receive, but not either send only or receive only. That's it. That's it. So if you look at here is a simplex means. Okay, guys, remember, look at this is APC, this is BPC. Okay, A send, it's a simplex communication. So A sends, B receives. That's it. No, okay, no resending. So only send, receive, send, receive. It will send, it will receive. It will send, it will receive. It will send, it will receive. So no two-way communication. It is a one-way communication only. Either send or a receive only. So you don't have a send and receive kind of stuff. You will won't get it. Off duplex. Duplex means two. Okay, simplex means one. It is a two-way communication, but either
One at a time.
yes, very good. Receive, either send or a receive, but not at the time. Same time means you can send it and you can receive, but you cannot do both the things. Send and receive what happen same time. It's two-way communication only. Like you can able to send it, you can able to send it, or you can able to receive it, but won't happen in the same time. It won't happen same time. Best example is walkie-talkies. It means when a sender speaks something like you press the power button, you press the button, talk button, he talk. Receiving and he will receive it. Once he done, he will release the button and other person press the button and he will talk. So continuous communication, but only one sender at a time and only like that only. Okay, only one sender at a time. Next one is full duplex. Also two-way communication. Send and receive at same time. Same time you can able to send as well as a receiving. Example is telephone. Telephone, mobile phone, all are came. It means you send a message and you will receive a message at the same time, not a different time. Okay, so it is actually not a full duplex. It is not actually full duplex. It is a two simplexes. Two simplexes. So what is simplex? One way communication. Send, receive. This is a simple simplex. And this is another simplex. This is another simplex. So combination of two simplex become a full duplex. Okay. So two channels are there. So you can able to communicate. Two-way communication is there. It is a two-way communication, both send and receive same time. So that is simplex, half duplex, full duplex. It is a half duplex operation. It is a non-intelligent means you don't understand MAC address, port number, IP address kind of stuff. MAC addresses, IP addresses, port numbers, or anything. or anything, just you can put anything. You don't understand anything. That is a hub. I told a big story about hub. So we'll go to the switches. If you understand hub, switch is quite easy. Switch is for a both small and big LAN networks. So both small network, big network, so anything. So it is usually for LAN. Switches are for a LAN networks. Okay, you don't use as a repeater anyway. It is a intelligent device. It is a layer 2 device. Okay, it understand MAC address. Okay, it create MAC address table. That is called MAT. Okay, it create a MAC address table. It create a MAC address table called a MAT. Create a MAC address table called a MAT, which is nothing but mapping of device MAC address and switch port number. Okay. It is nothing but a mapping of device MAC address and switch port numbers, physical port numbers. Okay, switch it understand a MAC addresses. Of course, it is a single broadcast and domain and multi region multi collision domain. Okay. Next thing is there is a special thing is about here. It is L2 device, or we can say data link layer device. Okay, data link layer devices. Of course, different type of switches are there, like a cut through switches, store and forward switches. Type of switches also available. Okay, cut through switches, store and forward type of switches are there. Modular switches, non-maintenance, what is this? Maintenance switches, non-maintenance, non-manageable switches, manageable switches. So different type of switches are there. But whatever it is, switch is basically for LAN communication. Look at here, guys. This is a switch. Switch is basically bigger, costlier than a normal hub. Okay, and which is we are using for basic networking purpose only. Basic networking purpose only. Okay, so here it is. I connected devices to the switch for a communication purpose. Okay, so this is basically a switch, and same thing, it is also star topology. Hub and switches, centralized devices for a star topology purpose only. Okay, this is PCA, B, C, D, E. E can put it anyway, no problem. I put like this. Now, A want to communicate it to B. Guys, listen very carefully. Very carefully, you have to listen this one. Okay, so A want to communicate it to B. Now packet is sent to switch. The switch is forward the packet to everyone. Okay, because initially we the mapping is not happen. Okay, forward to everyone. Okay, so when you are forwarding a packet, each and every packet has a important things are there. The source is A. Okay, destination is B. So how it will communicate? The packet is like this. Source MAC address. It means A's MAC address, B's MAC address, A's IP address, B's IP address, and the data will be transferred like this. Okay, so you can put A's MAC address, B's MAC address, A's IP address, B's IP address. Means source of MAC address, source IP address, source MAC address, source IP address, destination MAC address, destination IP address, and data is transmit in the packet. So what our switch will do? Switch put a table that is called a MAC address table. Guys, listen very carefully. I will explain if you want again, no problem. Okay. So each port means means so you can go to the switch. You can see the switch. Each port means like this. This is the port. Okay. Each port has a number. Some port numbers like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some are like a F10 like that. F 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3 kind of stuff. So different type of numbers are there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 24 ports. Okay. Sometimes depends upon your switch, the numbering of each port will be there. So close up like you can see port 1, port 2, port 3 like that it is there, right? So port is here it is 1 port, 2 port like that. So I'm also numbering these ports. Okay, this is the port 1, port 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 port. Okay, so this is the port number. A is connected to first port. Okay, when you are transmitting a data, A packet is sent to B. A's packet is came to switch, and automatically A's MAC address is recognized by our switch and put it here. Like a port number 1 is connected to this particular MAC address. This particular MAC address. Okay. Next, once it is done, like a who will accept the packet? We accept the packet, others drop the packet. Okay. Next, B is sending means replying a packet to A. B sending a packet to A. So again, so communication is like this. Source is B now. So B's MAC address, yes, MAC address, B's IP address, B's IP address, yes, IP address. Okay, this is the communication. So the packet like, so again, packet is sent back. So back packet it is. So B send a packet to switch, switch verify. So A's MAC address. Where is A's MAC address? Port number 1. It send a packet directly to A only, A only, and switch take the port number 2 because this is the port number 2. B is connected and B's MAC address stores here. B's MAC addresses stores here. Like this. So port number 3, port number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is C MAC address. Fourth one is D MAC address. Fifth one is E MAC address. Sixth one is F MAC address. Like that, it will create a table. It create a table. So we are not in a CCNA mode, but still it is very good thing to understand is a MAC address table. Very simple. Every device have a MAC address. Our switch have a port number. Every device has a MAC address. Our switch has a ports, physical ports. Each port numbered with certain number. So when you connect a device and sending a transmission of data, when you are send and receive a data, switch LAN MAC address of the devices and map to their port number. What is the advantage of this one? It is very easy to communicate, not required a broadcast, less packet drops. Okay, so because of this MAC address table learning, initially the switch broadcast later unicast the packets. Why? Unicast means only one-to-one communication, not required to send everyone. Broadcast means send to everyone. Unicast means send to the specific person only. Okay. Initially switch broadcast and later unicast the packets. So number of collisions are less. So data loss is less. Okay, number of collision less, so data loss is less, and it operates full duplex mode. Operates full duplex mode. Okay, guys, that is about your switch. I said layer 2 device is nothing but a switch. When you hear layer 2 device means switch, layer 1 device means hub. But there is a one more thing is there, that is called a layer 3 switches also there. Okay, layer 3 switch is also there. It means so only small part, because if in case in future I miss tell you this point, so you should not worry about it. Okay, so I'm telling now only layer 3 switch understand IP addresses and routing protocols also. Used for main use for a inter VLAN routing and VTP configuration. Virtual tunnel VLAN tunneling protocols. Okay, so tunneling protocol. Okay, so it is very, so main important is inter VLAN routing. So this is a very important, use it for a inter VLAN routing. Then what is VLAN? So it is works as both switch and router. Okay, switch and router. That is layer 3 switch. Okay. What is VLAN? Anyone?
It used to exit the complexity of the LAN network?
It's nothing but a virtual LAN. So divide single LAN into multiple virtual LANs. Okay. So here is thing is just I'm explaining because maybe when I going to the points maybe I will forget. So that's why I'm explaining now only. Okay. So these are the devices. This is my simple LAN network. Okay. So I'm connecting all the devices to my switch. Okay. All the devices are connecting. Now it's a single LAN, right? It is a single LAN. So all the devices are connected. We'll go with ABCD only. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. So this is a single LAN. In the single LAN, we have a total. How many pieces are there? A, B, C, D, F up to J. Okay. These pieces are in a single LAN network only. Physically, it's a single LAN network only. And of course, network wise, that's a different point. So here A can communicate it to B or a C or a D or E or F or a G or a H or a J. You can able to communicate to any device, right? Any device can communicate it to any other devices. Now what I'm going to do is I'm virtually dividing this network, means simple LAN is dividing into multiple parts. This is the one VLAN, virtual LAN. Sorry. This is another virtual LAN. Okay. And this is another virtual LAN. 3 LANs I created. So here it is. I put a names like this is a VLAN 1. This is VLAN 2. This is VLAN 3. So obviously in my single LAN, I have a B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. But in a virtual LAN, in VLAN 1, I have APC, BPC, C and D can communicate each other. In VLAN 2, I have a E, F, G, H is there. In a VLAN 3, I have a IJ. Physically, it is look like a same physical network. It's look like a same network, but logically there are 3 networks. So everything is a physical switch only, but logically I divided. Logically I divided. So E can communicate F, G, H, but cannot communicate I and J. A can communicate B, C, D, but cannot communicate E, F, J, H. So I divide a network separately. So this concept we call it as a VLAN. VLAN, virtual LAN concept. Okay. So if in case in the future you want to make a communication between one VLAN to another VLAN, one VLAN to another VLAN. So we need a router. So instead of a router, you can use layer 3 switches also. Okay, that is called a inter VLAN routing. What is inter VLAN routing? Communication between one VLAN to another VLAN is inter VLAN routing. What is inter VLAN or inter VLAN routing? Communication between one VLAN to another VLAN is called a inter VLAN. So layer 3 switches basically used for inter VLAN routing purpose, BTP configuration purposes, virtual trunk protocol something is there. So no balance, that don't worry about it. Understand what is virtual LAN? It is a single LAN. We divide a single LAN into multiple LANs. We divide a single LAN into multiple LANs virtually. Okay. So it actually divide a single broadcast domain into multi-broadcast domain. Okay, that is a VLAN. Divide a single LAN into multiple virtual LANs we are doing. Okay, so this is about your switch. It's about a 6 o'clock. So I'll tell small thing about a router and we'll wind up today. Tomorrow morning again 10:15 class is at 10:15 like today only. So start with at 10 o'clock 10:15. So we'll going to join. Okay, and then so we'll continue. So I will tell about some part of router and OSA layers also. Basic routers and modem. I will tell some information. Not some information. Basically, I will tell layer 3 device. Router is a layer 3 device. Okay, and also called as layer 3 means network layer. Layer 3 means network layer. In OSI, it's a network layer. It understands IP addresses and the routing protocols too. Okay, routing protocols. Okay, it acts like a default gateway. To the LAN network. Okay. It means I have a LAN connection. So this is for example my LAN connection. I want to communicate outside of the network. Okay, so forget about all these drawings. Don't forget. Okay. This is my router. I want to communicate from my private to public network. So how to communicate through router only. So router we have to divide into two slits, two parts like this. So router we have to divide into two parts. Guys, remember always the local part. This is LAN part. This is WAN part. Okay. So this we call it as a gateway. This interface of a router's interface towards the LAN is called a default gateway. Okay. This is the default gateway. Okay. This is the WAN interface. This is LAN interface. The LAN interface towards the LAN that is default gateway. So router acts like a default gateway to our LAN network. So that is another important. It shows the path, okay, to reach destination. So simply say how to reach the destination. Shows the path. Okay, it shows the path how to reach destinations. Best path selection. Okay, it is a inter networking device. What is internetwork? Anyone? What is internetwork?
Connection of two or more networks.
Very good. Connection of two or more networks. Internetworking, communication between two or more networks. So router is used to connecting multiple different type of networks. Very good. Very good. Okay. So internetworking device. So two or more networks we can able to communicate. That is the use of main router. Router is a layer 3 device. Network layer, layer 3 means network layer. Understand IP address and routing protocols. It shows the best paths to reach how to reach the destination. Okay, best path selection, packet forwarding, packet switching. Switching does not mean switch kind of stuff. Packet switching means IP packet. Okay, switch means like send and receive, like from one network to another network, we are sending a packet, right? So that is called a packet switching and packet forwarding. Inter-networking device, so it is used to connect. Thing. We use router for both WAN and LAN communication purpose. Okay. For internet access, also we use router. Okay, that is a main thing about your router. There is no layer 2 routers, layer 3 router means layer 3. Okay, LAN routers, WAN routers, whatever it is. So both LAN communication, WAN communication, both we can use the routers. Depends upon it. Depends upon how you connect it, how what is WAN defines for you. Okay, that is a main part of your router. Routing protocols I didn't explain. It's okay for now, no problem. So just understand what is router is enough first. Okay, guys, I want to show you one command. Then I will explain. I can able to explain. So what is the router? See, in my home, I don't have any Google server, Facebook server, w3schools.com, YouTube server. I don't have in my room, right? Not in my next house also. It is there in some different places. Like it can be in a New Jersey, or maybe in New York, or maybe in a Singapore, maybe in a Malaysia, maybe in a Bangalore, maybe in a Pune. So your destination machines are located is far away from your place, right? So this is YouTube. This is the thing. So I'll put a where is Google server. Okay, so this is different places it is showing. So the location of the Google servers. 12 significant Google data center installed located in US. Okay, okay, Dallas, Oregon, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Virginia, like so, North Carolina, place South Carolina also there. So it is can be anywhere, right? So where is Facebook server then? Okay. Oregon and maybe two or three places Facebook servers. So it is in a different continent, different places, right? I'm in Vishakhapatnam currently. I'm in a right. So from India, I want to communicate to Google server, which is not in India anyway. But how to reach, right? How I reach? How I reach? The path will show by routers only. The path will be shown by routers only. But I want to know which router I crossed it. How many routers I crossed. Finally, I reached the destination. The command is trace RT. Trace RT command used to trace how you reach the destination. Trace how you reach the destination. Okay, this is a google.com IP address. First of all, it will get IP address, then it is going to my router, then it is going to one by one step from my router to my ISP provider's IP address, then ISP provider IP address, and it reaches the destination towards the destination. Simply like I want to go to Hyderabad from the my place to Vijayawada, Guntur, or Hyderabad. Maybe I'll go in a different way. Okay. So like I want to go to Chennai, I want to go to Bombay, I want to go to Kolkata, I want to go to Singapore, I like that. So which path? You know, there is a route is there, no? The route path. The route path is given by, showed by trace RT command. So finally I reached the google.com, but this is the path I reached my destination. Okay, so this is the trace RT command. Shows how we reach the destination, google.com destination. My destination is google.com, so you can use so many other things. Trace RT, facebook.com, youtube.com. Okay, like that. So but if you see the differences, facebook.com showing different IP address because it's having different, that is a different server. But if you see the first line, for the first one, first is my router, second one is my ACT, their router, second one is also same, third one is same. Okay, first I have to cross my ACT related ISP provider, then there is a certain paths are there, so I have to reach like that. Like stops, we can say like a stops. You know, when you go to certain place, you have to choose a path, right? So a route. So then via, like you no need to tell everything, but major stops you will take it, right? So maybe Vijayawada, maybe Hyderabad, or maybe then Solapur, Pune, Mumbai. Like this is a route path. Okay, it is changed after this one. See, after sixth step, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So different path it is there. So initially common path and then it is different path. Shows the path how to reach the destination. Okay, so this is trace RT command. So this is about your router. There is a few more things about a router is there. So router is also look like a switch only, but little bit different type of models also there. See like this. So switch having more LAN ports are there. Router has a very less LAN ports. Mostly it is a serial connections are more there. Okay, so modulations are there. So that means sorry, modular type of routers are there. Okay, last one is modem. What is a modem? Anyone? CSC, EC? Modulator and demodulator. Guys, in generally, you know the FM frequency band, right? So something is the 98.3 FM, okay, 97.5, or maybe 104, or maybe 101. So like that. So what is this? It is nothing but the frequency level, megahertz frequency level. Okay, to transfer the data for long distances. Transfer data for long something missing here. Something really missing in my spelling. Transfer data for to transfer the data for long distance. We need modem. Example, FM radio, FM radios, AM radios, all this kind of stuff only. Okay. So normally in our LAN network, data in digital wave format. For long distance communication, we need a analog wave. Okay. Modem converts the digital wave to analog wave to transmit data over telephone cables. Standard one. But nowadays we don't not use it, telephone cables, right? So nowadays we use fiber optical. Broadband connection. So fiber optical broadbands, right? So analog means so convert. So meaning is converts into light waves. Depends upon your thing, modem kind of stuff. Okay. Modem is modulator, demodulators. Certainly, so modem is basically for internet access purpose only. Internet access, long distance communications. It connects user to ISP provider. So what is ISP? Internet
Service provider.
service provider. Okay. So by sending username and password, like first of all you have to authenticate with the service provider, then only internet will come up, right? So your modem will do that one. Modem will immediately, when you are switch on the modem send the information through the telephone cable or whatever the cable you use it send and verify from the your service provider. Once it is verified, so the internet service will be happens and we get internet. Okay. So this is the modem, modulator, demodulators also there. Different type of modems are there, like a internal modem, external modem. Okay. But nowadays modems plus routers or a modem plus Wi-Fi routers are coming. Okay. So modem plus routers, modem plus Wi-Fi routers are coming. Okay. So this kind of stuff is there. So if you see the routers like a ADSL routers, asynchronous digital subscription lines. These are basically telephone based lines. ADSL. Okay. So usually telephone based lines. There is a diagram. See, telephone cable is connecting here, and another cable is going to modem, and modem is connected to our system. See, you can see like a telephone cable connection and 4 LAN connections, and it is Wi-Fi router. Okay. So DSL or a ADSL connectors, usually for internet, modem plus router configuration will there. Okay. There is a DSL is also there. DSL means digital subscriber line. Mostly we are using asymmetric digital subscriber lines. Okay, so N300 models routers are there usually. BSNL, Airtel with the telephone line kind of stuff. Okay, usually telephone wires are there. Next, modems. In the modem, dial-up modem. Dial-up modems also there. Okay, internal modems usually like a dial-up modems. A lot of terminologies are there, so don't worry. So this is a dial-up modem. So yeah, you have to dial to the okay. So based on the telephone communications, so you are connecting to your remote. It's an external modem. This is external modem. So they'll give you a telephone number. So they'll give you a telephone number. Okay, see through telephone number. So you have to dial. So then connection will be established from your premises to your internet service provider. Okay, what is the dial-up modem? Dial-up modem is nothing but a modem only. So they'll give you a telephone number, like a number, username and password. Okay, so you have to give username, password, the number, and dial. So then it establishes the connection between from your modem to your service provider. So once service provider authenticates, so they will provide an internet service. So actually that is not changing much. So only technology changes, the process is not changed. Okay, process is not changed. So you have to dial. In a dial-up modem, so in a dial-up, different way of dial-ups are coming. Okay, so in a dial-up, first of all, use your username, password, or something, user ID, telephone number. Okay, so ISP authenticate user request and provide internet service. Based on that, charges are there. So always how to connect to internet? There is a username, password, or user ID, telephone ID, whatever it is there. So you have to put it and try to connect it. So once connection is established, so user will be authenticated. Connection will establish once authenticate. Okay, so maybe today it is little bit first day attack only. I put all the things together, but if you go one by one, it is very less only. So last no last kind of stuff completed, guys. So morning, since morning what we learn, just I want to tell, since morning what we learn, it is what is network, networking, internetworking. So that is we learn first one. The second one is physical topologies. Physical topologies, bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, star topology, point-to-point topology, point to multi-point topologies. Okay, hybrid topology. These are topologies we learn. Next, we learn about the types of network. LAN type, WAN type. Okay, LAN, WAN, CAN, MAN, local area network, campus area network, metropolitan area network, so wide area network. So these are the 4 WANs. And PAN also explained what is a personal area network, Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connecting your personal devices together and communicating with them only. So that is called a whole Wi-Fi kind of stuff. Okay. PAN kind of network. So on another hand, so we discussed about NIC. Okay, so what is NIC? What is a MAC address? Different type of MAC address. How to check the MAC address? Get MAC address, IP config all, and how to check the MAC address using a ncpa.cpl also. MAC address is given by manufacturer, and MAC address is also called as a physical address. It's a 12 hexadecimal number. And also we discussed about a different type of cables. Okay, the cables is a coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, UTP, STP cable, fiber optical cables. Advantages of each and cables we are already seen. Okay, twisted pair cable and fiber optical cables. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of both fiber optical cable and twisted pair cable also. We use it. Fiber optical cable is mainly for high-speed data transmission, long-distance communications. And also we discuss about some of the networking devices, hub, switches, bridges, routers, and modem also. Bridge I didn't tell. And there's a lot of networking devices also there. Hub and repeaters are the same only. Small LAN networks, use it. Layer 1 device, physical layer. It is single broadcast domain, single collision domain. Maybe it is, if you feel it is heavy, you can think about later. Take it very light points first, okay? A non-intelligent device don't understand MAC address. One second. Hello. చెప్పండి. అవునండి. Okay, sorry. Okay, here it is. You can see hub, switches, and layer 3 switches, VLAN, and routers and modems. We discussed it. Okay, so this is what we done completely today. So tomorrow again 10:15 or 10:30. So try to log in by 10:15. Same link only. Link won't change generally. Otherwise, any changes are there, so I will inform you. 10:30, I will start the class. So everybody start logging by 10:15. Start logging. So I will start the class by 10:30. Means first of all, I have to cover the attendance between these two times. Once attendance is completed, then we can start the class. Okay. That's it, guys. That's it for today.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So take
Thank you,
rest.
sir.